Hello my friends, time to show you some new free VR games that I've discovered. There's some real interesting pieces in this batch. Let's get to it. Minesweeper VR puts a new spin on the classic puzzle game. The original Minesweeper gameplay that you know and love is all here, but it's on a giant three-dimensional cube. To choose a square, you hold trigger and press it down. Use the grip buttons to spin your cube around, and you can pull out flags from your back to mark where you think the mines are. I gotta say, it's pretty well made, and I found it fun to play. You can choose how many bombs there are to find for less or more difficulty. Make one wrong move guessing the mines, and the whole thing crumbles at your feet. It's a fun little casual game, and if you're a Minesweeper fan, it's a must-play. Cop Academy is a party game that uses two teams of people, so a lot of people can play together. Within each team, each player takes turns inside VR playing a series of mini-games. The other players on the team have instructions on the screen to tell the VR player what to do. But of course, if you want to be mean, the opposing team could yell misinformation to the player as well. Think of it like Pictionary in a way. Among the two teams of players, people take turns taking the hot seat, but everyone's involved. It's a very well-made and funny group party game, and it's a must-play at your next VR party. In Dinner Party VR, you've got a hot date coming over to your place, but your place is a pigsty, so you need to clean up, set the table, and make a pizza all within 5 minutes. I find it really funny how there's simply obnoxious piles of dirt in your living room and kitchen. Of course it's unrealistic, but I think that adds personality to the game. It's a charming little minigame challenge. Sketchbox was once a paid app, but now it's free. The feature set is very similar to Microsoft Maquette, which I've covered in a previous free games video. You can arrange and manipulate 3D primitives and more complex models, as well as sketch, paint, and type. But one thing that makes this truly unique is that you can have multiplayer meetups via meeting rooms. So you can team up with other people to sketch and draw together, or even for business solutions like prototyping and sketching ideas out. To my knowledge, this is the only sketching and prototyping app that's free that also allows multiplayer. oVRshot is another title that used to be paid but has recently become free. It's a multiplayer archery combat capture the flag game. It features lots of locomotion options like teleportation or sliding movement with or without comfort options, and it features 6 playing maps to choose from. At the start of the match, you choose a class. Each class offers 3 superpower arrows for you to choose from. These special arrows do things like cause explosions, cause blindness, anything to give a tactical advantage. I gotta say, this game was pretty fun. And best of all, you can play with bots with 3 different difficulty options. So if you can't find anybody else to play with online, you could always play solo with bots. I was pleasantly surprised by this. I recommend you check it out. Trigger Finger is a shooting gallery game set within a Tron-like neon universe. There's a handful of different shooting challenges, all of them require you to earn a certain number of points to beat the challenge. One cute element about this one though is that you're literally shooting from your finger, which is why it's called Trigger Finger. It's a decent, cute little gallery shooter. The Infinite Art Museum is both a museum and archive of art. You get to explore a growing collection of over 500 original paintings, illustrations, and photographs from artists around the world. There's a ton to see in here, and within each artist section you get a small bio on that artist. which really fills in the story behind the art, and it makes it feel like a legit museum. There's both teleportation and arm-swinging locomotion, and I really like what they did with the lighting here. Everything is illuminated by these lighting cubes that you can move, throw, or break. And that's actually a part of the menu selection process. To go to a certain museum section, you take that blue cube and you destroy it. It's a pretty cool art gallery, and more is being added all the time. Highly recommended for fans of modern art. And finally, a Township Tale. Many of you have recommended that I play this, and I finally got around to it. After playing for a day, I have to say I'm really impressed, and I can't believe I waited this long to try it out. It's a free online multiplayer RPG that's in a pre-alpha state. And since this game is in pre-alpha, there's still plenty of bugs to iron out, so you'll probably see some lag in my game footage, but it was still quite playable. There's pretty much no tutorial inside the game, so you'll have to read online to learn how to play. But I was really fortunate because right away I ran into an incredibly helpful individual that showed me step by step how to do some carpentry and blacksmithing.
Now when you put it onto the thing, you want to kind of hold it above like this, like about at this height, and then you want to start hitting it.
Okay.
This is the kind of blade that you're getting, by the way. It'll look a little bit like this.
Cool. And one of the elements of the game that stood out to me the most is that the carpentry and blacksmithing use the motion controllers really well. When you're chipping away at carpentry, it actually matters where you're chipping and with how much force. In addition to those professions, there's also mining, cooking, farming, and more. And since I spent the first day crafting my weapons, I haven't even begun the combat yet. There is so much to experience, see, and explore in this game. I'm incredibly excited to see this game continue to develop, because so far, it's already a fun experience and it's only pre-alpha. So if it continues development to the very end, it could be something truly spectacular. I highly recommend you try this out, but do know that the game doesn't hold your hand and there's virtually no in-game tutorial. Like I said before, you'll have to read online to learn how to play, or ask other players inside the game to show you. But so far in my experience, the community is very helpful. Definitely try a Township Tale. That's just done by hand right here?
Yeah, right here.
Alright, excellent.
Make sure. Oh yeah, it's fully made.
We did it! Excellent. Thank you. Well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. See ya!